Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy pokes'll peek through the shutters and their eyes go pop, pop, pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With eyes and glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig I'm thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. Dialogue, 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 dialogue. Would you say the fringe was made of silk? Wouldn't have no other kind but silk, etc., etc. Middle section. All the world will fly in a flurry when when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. When we hit that road, hell for leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather, birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will hop. The wind will whistle as we rattle along, the cows will moo in the clover. The river will ripple out whispering song, and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish it'd go on forever? Don't you wish it'd go on forever? Don't you wish it'd go on forever and never stop? In that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. Oh, this section is sottovoce and adagio. Let's give that a try. This is susurious. I can see the stars getting blurry when we ride back home in the Surrey, riding slowly home in the Surrey with the fringe on top. I can feel the day getting older, feel a sleepy head near my shoulder, nodding, drooping close to my shoulder till it falls kerplop. Kerplop. That's a nice lyric. The sun is swimming on the rim of a hill, the moon is taking a header, and just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. My apologies to Rogers, all of the Rogers and all of the Hammersteins and the Hammersteins for what I'm doing to this masterpiece of musical theater. But we're just having fun. Hush, you bird. Oh, that wasn't a bird. That was a car alarm. Hush, you bird, my baby's a-sleepin'. Maybe got a dream worth a-keepin'. Whoa, you team, and just keep a-creepin' at a slow clip-clop, clip-clop. Don't you hurry with the Surrey, with the fringe on the top. Don't you hurry with the Surrey, with the fringe on the top. And that's why I'm a bass. Yes, Stephanie. Stephanie Gould, one of the stars. Stephanie Gould, one of the stars of Plant People, a short film that I think is winning awards in different festivals. I just watched it tonight. It is mysterious and great, and Stephanie gives a killer performance. Just a really, one of those moments where someone pops on screen and you're like, holy hell. Holy hell, as I heard Governor Walz say. Holy hell. Good evening and welcome to the No Show. Oh, I'm doing my Hakeem Jeffries impersonation where I gesture on every word. I hope that you will vote for me in the upcoming primaries. It is important that we get. No, he doesn't. I don't think it's every syllable, but it's every word. Anyhow, yeah. Maybe Stephanie in the chat, you can tell Neuro and everyone else where they can see it. Yes, holy hell, an oxymoron. What a beautiful song. This is an elaborate. What's going on here is Curly is asking what's her name out on a date. And the best he's got as far as wooing her, another song of wooing. Wooing is such a common theme. We were talking last night, some songs are a plea to the heavens for salvation or for mercy or for grace. This is a plea for a date. This guy's pleading. What's her name again? Karen asks, is hand gesturing an important feature for public speaking? It is. However, you gotta Goldilocks it. You gotta Goldilocks the hand gestures. You can't have too much. You can't have too little. You gotta have just right. A little bit of hand gesture goes a long way. A lot of hand gesture goes nowhere. For example, if I gesture on every word, all right. Aha, Stephanie's movie Plant People is making the rounds at festivals now. So, but we'll keep you posted about when and where you can watch it. Maybe it's coming to a festival near you. All right, I just want to. When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You'll sit behind a team of snow white horses in the slickest gig you'll ever see. That's the opening. In the slickest gig you'll ever see. Oh, the Rhode Island Film Festival tonight. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Okay. What I'm saying is he's wooing her, but he seems a little bit too, honestly, he's pretty focused on the vehicle. I think when you're asking someone out, it's been a while, but when you're asking someone out, I think it's okay if you mention that you have a nice ride, that you have a nice car, but it gets a little bit weird if you focus the whole time on the car that you're going to pick her up in. That's my advice to Curly. Although it's an 80-year-old musical and no spoilers, but it works out for them. So what do I know? Maybe it turns out talking about the car is the way to go. I don't know. Anyway, it's an incredible song, incredible lyrics. The rhymes and just the wordplay. Oh, we looked this up before. Isinglass curtains. Isinglass. It comes from some natural fiber from some animal or something. I don't remember. I can't look it up again, but the one, I don't know what it says. Two bright side lights winking and blinking. Ain't no finer rig I'm a-thinking. So what are these bright side lights that are winking and blinking on the Surrey, like on this carriage? How do you have a side light? We're pre-electricity here, I'm pretty sure. We're certainly pre-motorized vehiculation. So I guess, are they lamps with candles? I don't know. But I guess they did have electricity this time because what's his name goes to Kansas City in that other number. Everything's up to date in Kansas City, and they have an elevator, so they do have electric. Oh, they're candles, we think? Okay, I'll buy that. Would you say the fringe was made of silk? Wouldn't have no other kind but silk. It's a little bit like queer carriage for the straight guy. queer Surrey for the straight guy. He's really into the fabrics and the colors. He really cares about his ride. Oh, fireflies. It could be fireflies. That's good. When we hit that road, hell for leather. Now, I've never heard that expression except here. I've heard hell bent. Someone could be hell bent. But hell for leather, which, clearly means going fast. The other thing is I feel like Curly here evinces a disdain for animals, honestly. He talks about all the animals that are going to have to run out of the way of this Surrey. I don't like it. I feel like he doesn't care about the frogs or the chicks or the ducks or the geese. There's one other hit musical that has a whole thing about the chicks and the ducks and the geese. It's in If I Were a Rich Man, when Tevye is talking about the chicks and the ducks and the geese in his yard when he's If You Were a Rich Man. How does that line go? And each loud cluck and click and cluck at a clang. If I were da da da. Yeah, his yard is filled with animals because he's wealthy. Can't drive at all anymore. Well, it's better for the environment that way. Anyhow, it's a romantic song he's talking about. Oh, someone is asking, Skip, hey, what's up, Skip Grumbliss? What's up with Feldman, you're asking? Yeah, no, I spoke with him or texted with him the other day, and he is, he had COVID, and I think it rebound. They had a rebound. I think that's what it's called, a rebound case. So a little bit of the old 21st century plague visited upon the house. That happens. I always thought Don't Worry Baby was a sequel to Little Deuce Coupe. Bella Lune says, I always thought Don't Worry Baby was a sequel to It's My Little Deuce Coupe. Da-na-na-na-na-na. That's the Beach Boys singing about their car. But that seems to be like a song. Isn't that a song about a car more than a date? Like that's a song about the car. Whereas the Surrey with the Fringe on Top, it's kind of a wooing. Like I said, it's a wooing song. And the car is the means to an end. Anyway, that's what I know. Okay, I wanted to read you something that happened to me today. I did this about a month ago when I got an unsolicited kind of fishing honey pot text message. I get these once in a while. I don't know where they're from. I think they might be from China. They might be from Asia, because the photo that inevitably comes along somewhere in our conversation, the photo has been a young Asian woman dressed like she's ready to go out on the town. A pulchritudinous lass. Okay, I'm going to read you this text chain. This happened to me today at 1:14 p.m. I received a text from a number I did not recognize, nor did my phone. And the text said, innocently, let's have lunch together today. I already smelled a rat. So my retort was, she said, let's have lunch together today. I said, let's fast together remotely. I was being negative. Then she asked, at this point I'm saying she, I didn't know yet if it was a she. I still don't. It could be a troll farm. But her second gambit was, do you forgotten me? Do you forgotten me? Showing her hand that she was not, in fact, a native English speaker or someone that I knew. Let's have lunch together today was her first. And then she comes back with, do you forgotten me? And I answered, I do not forgotten you, with an exclamation point. I do not forgotten you. Then she does this. Aren't you my friend Anna? Question mark. And then with an emoji, like curiosity. Aren't you my friend Anna? I said, no, but I know Anna, and she's difficult. and she's definitely been acting weird lately. Okay, I had a typo there. What I actually wrote to her was, no, but I know Anna, and she's difficultly been acting weird lately. So here I am, answering her typo with typos. All right. No, but I know Anna, and she's definitely been acting weird lately. So this person writes back to me, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was my friend number. Not my friend's number, but my friend number. Hope you can forgive me. So I wrote back, this is not AI, Dad. No, definitely not AI. This is just someone fishing. So she says, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was my friend number. Hope you can forgive me. I said, absolutely. But remember, the only forgiveness that matters comes from within. Because I feel like, why not share some wisdom with a stranger? And then she writes, thank you for your understanding and kindness. 2 smiley face emojis. And then I wrote back, God bless. Because I was feeling magnanimous. I said, God bless. And if you see Anna, please tell her to stop ignoring my calls. I was trying to stoke the flames again. We had gotten very peaceful and blessing each other, and then I brought Anna back up again. And she says, you misunderstood. I just like making new friends. Hey, I'm Katie. And then the photo of the young Chinese, I believe Chinese woman in a red dress. Okay. She probably should have opened with, hey, I'm Katie, with that photo, but I don't know. So here was my response, which ended up being the final message in the chain. This ended the whole conversation. She said, she sent me the photo, and she said, hey, I'm Katie, and sent me a photo, and I wrote, oh my God, please excuse me, you seem very nice, but my ex-wife, who took all my money and both of my houses, was named Katie. It's very triggering for me to see that name. And there it stands. She didn't get back to me after that. So that was a love that, it could have been. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. All right, now over to book chat. I'm reading this book right now, and I'm loving it. Well, okay, loving it is overstating it. I'm liking it a lot. It's called The Guest by Emma Klein, and this copy is signed. Ooh. I got it at the what the hell is it called? McNally. It's not Rand McNally. It's McNally something bookstore, which I was mistakenly calling Rand McNally, which is the Atlas company. Anyway, this is a novel. Let's look at the author's signature. We can learn something from the signature. What we learned from that signature is that she had a lot of books to sign that day. So it just became initials, but I like it. It has a certain elan, a certain style. It's got some panache. Anyway, it's a nice story. It's the story of a woman who is, through her wiles and her cunning, just trying to survive basically for the week before Labor Day, out in the Hamptons. Although she doesn't say the word Hamptons, you can tell where she is. She's out east from New York City, among the very wealthy in the milieu of their summer houses. But she's not from that world, but she's just trying to basically make her way and kill time before, I'm not up to it yet, but there's going to be some climactic scene where something happens. I don't want to give anything away, but it's very enjoyable. But the reason I wanted to mention it is because it's a disturbing story, and it's not really an appealing protagonist. She's not kind. She's not honorable. She's sort of an anti-hero, but the story it's compelling enough. You're kind of rooting for her, or it's not exactly rooting for her, but you're kind of like walking along beside her, like shaking your head, like, oh my God, you just keep going. I guess it's impressive. She's so down on her luck and she's dealing with so much that I just want to see what happens to her. So that is it's not a book review, but I just wanted to say I'm reading this and I'm really enjoying it. Here are the other two books that I bought that night at not Rand McNally, at McNally Jackson. McNally Jackson. Okay, this is a Japanese novel called it's by Yoko Tawada, and it's called Paul Celan and the Trans-Tibetan Angel. What a title. Paul Celan and the Trans-Tibetan Angel. I have a thing for Japanese novels because I'm such a big fan of Murakami that turned me on to trying to read other Japanese authors. And I have a thing for them, just like I have a thing for French movies. Of course, you can't generalize too much. It's not like I love every French movie or every Japanese novel, but I really respond to the there's a sensibility, there's a kind of lucidity to the storytelling. There's a simplicity and a depth. There's kind of a depth. It's like that still waters run deep feeling that I get from a lot of these novels. All right, and I also got this one, which you don't want to judge a book by the cover, but great cover. Good Night Tokyo by Atsuhiro Yoshida. Atsuhiro Yoshida. What a cover, huh? It's probably a great book because the cover is great. Anyway, that's what's happening in books. I also got a copy of The Sympathizer for Kirsten because Hildy ate the other one. Back 2 months ago when we found out that Hildy had a taste for literature, rim shot, she was eating a lot of our books. Does it have a Godzilla in it? Probably not, but I haven't read it yet, so it could. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hildy is no longer eating books. She grew out of that phase. So, in part because we just started keeping her away from the books by either crating her or hiding the books. I would put some sort of a towel or something over the books if they were somewhere that she could reach them. I think it was the smell, as someone pointed out. It was the smell. She liked the books because they had a nice novel smell to them, if you'll pardon the quip. No, they had a smell like us. That was the theory, that she could smell us on them because we handle the books and read them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Dave in LA. Oh yeah. 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 My books have exploding neutron stars and black holes. Wow. Oh, you're reading about astrophysics or astronomy? All right. Maybe I'll do another song before. Oh, I wanted to also say, why am I sitting here? Oh yeah. Why am I sitting here in the kitchen when I'm normally over there in the library? Well, Fafi is in the corner right behind me. She has a nice little spot on a bed. Why am I here? Today I had an audition for a movie, and the movie, coincidentally, it came to me, an audition notice. The audition came to me from my managers, but it's produced by someone I went to college with. So I happen to know I happen to like New York. I happen to know the people who are making this movie. So that was one little interesting thing about it. And the character is sitting at a bar. So I didn't want to record it standing up, and I didn't want to record. So I decided here at the kitchen counter, I would just set up a stool, which is a bar stool that came from a bar. So I was sitting here. I set my camera up just like this, and I put those bottles. I put those bottles there, not to make it look like an actual bar, but just to kind of subliminally suggest that we're not in a kitchen. I got rid of the blender, which doesn't. Well, I guess that could be a certain kind of bar, like Margaritaville. Anyhow, so I recorded the audition here, and I liked sitting here. And there's a big light there, and I put another light. Anyway, I thought just for a change of pace, I would do the show from the kitchen. So that's what's happening. And now I will show you how to prepare a lovely chicken Kiev. Let's go over to the stove. No, we're not going to do that. Now do Freedom by Richie Havens. Oh, I don't know Richie Havens or Freedom. Freedom. Has Hildy started on shoes? No. Oh, she did early on. She took a little piece off of a flip-flop, and then I was able to glue it back together. So that was, but no, then we hid all the shoes. The shoes went up high, out of reach. Okay, let me find another song. Anyway, I had a really good time auditioning for that role. Guys at a bar. That was fun. Well, this is a song we haven't done for quite a while. Why don't we try this? It's pretty low down here on the counter. I have many books. The camera is leaning on my MacBook, which is stacked on. Let me tell you the books that you're sitting on right now, just so you know how erudite you are tonight. There's a Webster's Unabridged Dictionary, about this thick. Then there is the Riverside Shakespeare, about this thick. Then there's Funny Man, the Mel Brooks biography, about this thick. Then there's the Collected Stories of Eudora Welty. And then there's a yoga block. I haven't really read any of those books. So, I mean, I've read some of them, but some of them. When whippoorwills call and evening is nigh, I hurry to my blue heaven, a turn to the right, a little white light will lead you to my blue heaven. You'll see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room, a little nest that's nestled where the roses bloom. Just Molly and me, and baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. All right, that's Blue Heaven, Walter Donaldson, 1927. Actually, one of the songs we did yesterday was also 1927. I can't remember which. That's a nice song, My Blue Heaven, Walter Donaldson. Oh, look at that. There's a song, East Side, West Side, all around the town. Sidewalks of New York. That's a new one to look at. A new old one. Oh! I wanted to share other good news. I got some nominations. I got some nominations from that New Jersey Web Fest. So anyone who wasn't able to come to that very fun, festive, enjoyable screening yesterday of Today Is Now at the Festival of Cinema NYC, if you weren't able to come to that, maybe you can come to the NJ Web Fest. That is the next festival that we are in, and it is happening September 26th through the 29th in Montclair, New Jersey. That's right. The last weekend of September 2024 in beautiful Montclair, New Jersey, the NJ Web Fest. And we got multiple nominations. It's very exciting. We got Best Mockumentary nomination. We got Best Actor in a Comedy, honored and thrilled. We got Best Writer of a Comedy, I mean, thrilling. And then I got something called Best Host. And that one I found a little bit mysterious. And I'm going to try to figure out what it means. But Best Host. Maybe they liked my Eggs Benedict. Or my Clams Rockefeller. Or my watercress sandwiches. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Thank you for the congratulations. Oh, sister-in-law teaches in Montclair. Fantastic. Richard, please invite her along. I'll find out exactly when the thing is screening. I don't know yet, but one of those 3 days, 26, 27, 28, 29, 4 days, one of those 4 days. Thank you for your congratulations. And here comes the outro. Omelette de fromage. Oh, a cheese omelet. Very nice. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing a song, side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load, side by side. That's a very good sign. Fafi just went for a little walk. Through, she kind of, a little bit of drag, but it's all good. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. When they've all had their sorrow, when they've all had their quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just a traveling alone, singing a song, side by side by side. Thank you very much for your eyes and your ears and your hearts and your minds and your attention. I appreciate it very much. I treasure the chance to speak with you and play a little bit of music for you every night here on the Nosho. I am Ethan Hirschenfeld. The Nosho is every night at 9. Thank you for tuning in. Is Fafi there? I'm going to grab Fafi so she can say goodnight also. That was very cute. She made herself comfortable on a pile of laundry that's waiting to be folded, which she always used to do. She loves a pile of laundry. Fafi, are you saying goodnight? Say goodnight, Fafi. Say goodnight, Fafi. Good night. Good night. Bonne nuit, bonne nuit. Sleep well, everybody.